DJC is fucking delusional. I don't know how this fucking guy ain't losing subs. The guy's misleading you to this day. And the viewers still flock to his channel. The guy does regular videos, gets about a little over 100 views. As soon as he puts amico in there or in television, 1,500, 2K, 1K. It's ridiculous. I mean, why do you want to hear what this guy has to say? He's a fucking piece of shit. He's a fucking manipulator. He's fucking, and you guys feel bad for this guy. The only hater that's still doing any kind of content against these guys is Slotham. And Slotham is the only one that kind of like calling these guys out. And these guys need to be called out because they have the nerve to still go on there. Mike Mullis, Rab, Nick, and DJC clearly said him and his 4 buddies. So Atari Creep, that doesn't include you. Turbo Joe, that doesn't include you. I think who he means by that 4th person is what's his name there? Panda. Even though he doesn't appear on the channel, I don't think anymore, but that's who he's referring to. Saggy, you're not included either. I mean, DJC is a very selfish person. So he's still doing this and he's still hanging on because he wants to get, the council because he thinks it's going to be worth $1 million, So he's hoping that if he keeps cucking, that somebody from Amico, maybe John Avocado or the drunk Adams or Tommy, is actually going to send this guy a fucking Amico, that so he can become a millionaire, I guess. I don't know. This guy's fucked up. I mean, I can't believe that people actually feel bad for this guy and watch his fucking amico videos, amico forever and all that bullshit. These guys literally lie right in your face. They tell you that they're still in contact with people at amico and they talk to them daily, and that they know that the thing is in production and it's in test runs, and you all got to be delusional for even listening to this guy. Mike Mullis, a piece of shit. He goes, and like Slotham has said, these guys will not and have never let anyone be critical. So as soon as you're critical about it, they ban you from the channel or the chat. So why would you want to watch something that you don't have an opinion? You can't speak your mind or you get shut off. So why would you watch that? While Retro Bro came out and he's not considered a friend anymore for them, so I give him credit for staying away from them, and I notice he hasn't even been doing any content on his channel. It should be the other way around. Retro Bro, like I said before, I told him this before, I always noticed, even when he was in the cult, I used to notice he always had a doubt for this, and he always wanted to come out and say something to these guys, but he knew how critical they were, and he knew that if he was critical, they would, throw him out of the cult. So then he ended up stepping out of the cult on his own. So I don't want to carry on about this. I'm just totally shocked, and it's kind of ridiculous that DJC still has a platform. I mean, this guy's subs should be going down to 0. I can't even believe the regular people that view his channel support him and and can't see through him. They can't see through it. That this guy, all he's doing is hoping to get his hands on his unit. He doesn't care about anybody else. He's so selfish. I mean, DJC's so selfish. He's another one that's never allowed any criticism. And y'all feel bad for Nick because he'll answer critical questions, but again, this guy is still part of them. I mean, this guy still goes on the channel. If he wanted to clear his name, he would have got off months ago. But this guy's still carrying on with them too. So none of these guys get a pass. Y'all are too soft, way too soft on these guys. Like I said, Saladin ain't right about everything he says, but he calls them out, and he's right about a lot of the stuff that he calls them out on. But Darius Truxton, he ain't been doing nothing lately. He ain't being hard on these guys. He getting soft too. Geek Getaway, he ain't been doing much either lately. I guess Sladom's the only one that speaks his mind on his platform because, like you said, he's not allowed to do it on their platform. So you got to make videos on these guys on your own platform because they don't allow you to be critical, and they never have. So, and I can't believe that they ain't critical, and they're still not critical like Retro Bro. So hats off to Retro Bro for getting out of that, and for not even responding to these guys. They don't deserve it, just like the Amico never deserved it. I told you guys way back when that the Amico was never worthy of this. I played it. I met these guys. These guys don't deserve anything. They're selfish. They're naive. And they're manipulated. And they'll manipulate you back. And they just want to bring people down with them. So for the viewers of DJC, I feel bad for you because this guy is bringing you, you're sinking with him. And like I continuously tell everyone that the viewers of those channels, the fans of those channels, like Mike Mullis's channel, Nick's channel, DJC's channel, the viewers and the fans of them channels should be ashamed of yourself. Because you're allowing these guys to lie at you and continue to drag you along with them. And I consider you guys part of them. You're part of the cult. Hasselhoff, the name of I forget all the names. I haven't watched it in a while. But like the other guy there who went to play it in Boston with his father. You guys hold on to this guy. I mean, and then that other guy that made the video about DJC deserving an amico. You guys are delusional yourself. You guys are part of the cult. You guys are sad. You're very sad. You guys don't let go of this thing. I mean, most of the haters have let go of this. Mike Mullis tells y'all to go somewhere else if you're not a fan, or I mean, that guy, I can't even believe that guy had the balls to say that he's a journalist. What a piece of shit. How can anything he tells you be credible when he's been on this thing since day one and won't let go and won't tell you the truth and won't come out and tell you that and be critical and say that enough's enough? I mean, this guy claims that he's still talking to people at Amico like he's part of the company or something. Like, these guys, another thing I want to let you know is these guys have never gotten anything for free. So there's never been any contracts, anything like that. These guys just purely did it because they believed this thing would happen and they wanted to be in the circle. And DJC does not want to get out of that circle. Same with the other three bozos, or whatever, 5, 6 bozos that are left. They just want to stay in that circle. They've never had any contracts. They were never forced to shill. They were never even asked to shill. I mean, they just did it. They just wanted to do it because they felt like they were part of the company. Like they thought they were going to be the inner people on YouTube to cover it and stuff. And they had this big dream, like Tommy had. It's pretty sad. I mean, the first day that Phil Adam was announced as the CEO, I called him out as a drunk. I didn't even know anything about the Chameleon or any of that shit. And I knew that guy was bullshitting right on the panel with them as he's sipping on a beer. And they fucking fell for it. And they still falling for it to this day. Mike Avocado, the guy that you all say, you know, fucking give this guy all kinds of attention for his mustache, and that guy was going on chats and purely lying. I mean, what a piece of shit. And these guys fucking adored him. I mean, oh my God, DJC, whenever he would see Avocado on the chat, he would fucking freak out and be like, wow, he's on the chat. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. Oh, never mind when Tom used to go on. Oh boy, freaking DJC used to shit in his pants. Like, wow, I have Avocado and Phil Adam and all these big guys on my channel. Wow. And Mike Mullis, forget it. That guy, oh my God, who can even stand his voice? I mean, yeah, I used to be a fan of DJC. Out of that panel, he was probably, him and Atari Creep were the only two that I really cared for out of them guys, and Turbo Joe maybe. Yeah, Turbo Joe too. But, I mean, Turbo Joe, like I said before, I mentioned this before, him and Atari Creep have never been sworn in to the cult. I mean, they were wannabes, but they were never sworn into the cult. It's ridiculous. I mean, Mike Mullis, oh my gosh. If I have to say that name again, that guy is the biggest fucking piece of shit on YouTube. And you guys watch him and listen to him. I've never been subscribed to his channel. I never cared for his content. Nick was all right. Rab, that guy's a weasel. Fucking selfish weasel. They're all selfish. And I said it from months ago. You could check my videos. I always said these guys were so selfish. All they ever cared about is getting their own hands on this thing. They didn't care if nobody else got it. As long as they got it. And they've never admitted anything negative about it. Nothing. They never said the games, anything about the games, the controllers, the everything, the delays, the way the company, brought itself on. They've never actually admitted anything negative about this company. I mean, that's ridiculous. So anyway, y'all can go cuck off.